Put your hands together. He is not a priest. He is not a nun. He is not a deacon. He is the one, the only Reverend Bob Levy!
Somebody tells you to do. That was so great about the Howard Stern show. You basically were able to do what you wanted.
Yeah.
And it was fun, you know, until it started cracking down on that
Right.
a little. And it wasn't fun anymore. That's when you leave.
All right. Well,
You know,
I appreciate you not changing for the climate, because you see so many. Saturday Night Live just fired a guy.
It's a joke.
Because of some comment he made years ago.
There was people that are on that show that were at my house doing internet with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was totally worse than that. You know, you have to fire everybody. And you can't fire everybody.
Everyone has a past.
Everybody has a past.
Yeah.
Even the people that are firing you probably have the worst past than anybody in the world.
Right.
I don't want to go near them. You know what I mean? If I fall asleep in the house after a few beers, I don't know how I'm going to wake up. But the whole thing is that, you know, people just, you joke around. Maybe it's a hurtful thing you said, but it's not really hurtful. You're not affecting somebody's life. That's hurtful when you totally affect somebody's life by lying, by going after that person. That's a different story than making a joke. Every race, religion, whatever, has been persecuted since the beginning of time. And
Right.
you can't go to any religion or race that has not been. So when do you say, hey, let's start all over and just forget about it? And you can't forget about the past. You can't be knocking down statues and that, because you have to remember what happened in the past. Otherwise, you know, you don't have a future guide to what is right or wrong.
Reverend Bob Levy. As a official spokesperson for the Mexican community here in Bay County, because I'm pretty much the only one, I would like to grant you access to. You are okay to give Mexican jokes in this. I will, as a Mexican, I give you permission for that.
That's good. That's good.
I know you don't need it and you don't really give a rat's ass, but I'm just making you feel better.
I'm on the wall and the fence about that.
Just don't throw me over the wall.
No. See, I wouldn't do it like if you want to come here and do good, come here, but just do it right. It's fine, right?
Yeah,
it's such an easy thing to do. It's been happening for years. You just can't. If I was, just because my door is open in my house doesn't mean you can walk in it, right?
Right.
But it's like, come in, right? Everybody will be happy. Everybody wants to see everybody, but we want be happy. We don't want to fight people. I don't know. I don't get it. When you got homeless vets and stuff like that, I can't see how people can just walk in here and get free stuff.
Reverend Bob Levy, I love you, my man. I really do. You are a big part of my life, and I know people listening who have grown up with the Howard Stern show, and the rock culture. You're a big part of their life as well.
I'm a big part of 4 wives' lives too, and they just don't. I don't know what's the matter with me. I just can't stop getting married. I just keep doing it.
You're addicted. You're addicted to marriage.
Well, I think if you left off the last part of that word, that's what I am.
Reverend Bob Levy is at the Funky Mermaid tonight. He is at the Todd Herendeen Theater tomorrow night. We are going to give away a pair of tickets, but we're going to do this through my Facebook page. So there's going to be a picture of myself with the Reverend Bob Levy. We're going to take a picture. We're going to post it, and the person with the best caption to that picture wins. You guys, you and your team will pick out the winner. And
we might pick out a few winners.
You might pick out a few winners. There you go. Just go to the Paco on the Radio Facebook page and go look for that picture, because it will be up right after we talk to you. Reverend, it's been an honor having you on.
And listen, and Sunday we're doing a little show at the Jerk Club, it's called, right? And see, I don't know, the way people name stuff out here, the clubs, I don't know if I could say them on the radio.
Yeah.
It's like unbelievable. Why can't you come up with a normal name for a club?
This is the South. They don't give a rat's ass.
It's the bearded clam, like, you know what I mean? Am I going to bring my kids there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you can try.
Well, yeah, but it's like all these names of the places are just like, nobody has a, like Philomena's. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. They're all innuendos, and you're in the Bible Belt, so they got to get it out somehow.
Okay, that's
how
what it is?
Yeah, that's how it is.
Wow.
That's how I thought it was.
Wow.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah. Well, we're going to head up to the Broken Scrotum tonight if anybody wants to after the show.
See Reverend Bob Levy at the Broken Scrotum tonight, everybody. Bob, thank you so much for coming in.
Hey, man,
it's
this
been
is a pleasure. And when I move here, I definitely want to do radio here. We should be the new morning team.
You're hired.
All right, let's do it. I mean, come on. We wouldn't kick ass.
Paco and the Reverend.
Yeah.
Or the Reverend
Paco and the Man, like Chico and the Man.
There you go.
Oh,
Perfect.
He said, you can't do that. That gives me flashbacks from that show in the 70s.
Thank you, brother. I
Love you,
appreciate
brother.
it.
Thank you.
All right, that was awesome. Reverend Bob Levy in the studio.
Look at you, pretty boy.
Oh, look at you, buddy.
I thought I was pretty till I woke up and seen you.
I'm pretty in a mocha sense. You're just pretty in an Albert Einstein sense.
Well, yeah, I look like I mean, my hair got gray. It looks like I got hit by lightning, but you know, you go on with life. You know, I just can't fake it anymore with the hair dye. It doesn't work anymore. It looks like an old shoe that, you know, somebody put a hood on it. It's just not good. It doesn't work.
Thank you for taking the time, by the way, to come down to the studio. I know you were very anxious to be a part of the Area 51 raids today. And you
Is that today?
That is today.
Are people still doing that? What are they doing?
I saw a picture this morning. There was a group of people that were just gathered, and one person was holding a North Korea flag. It was the weirdest effing picture I've ever seen, but they're there.
It's like the Olympics for aliens. You know? It's like the opening ceremonies. They're opening flags.
Do you think they're going to find some of that sweet alien ass over there? What do you think's going to happen?
Well, then I'm moving there. I'm not going to move here. Then, you know, I don't think they're going to find anything. You know, I think it's just a place to hire people to have jobs. You know what I mean? All these years, and there's nothing there. It's basically a museum.
Honestly, I don't think. What I think is going to happen is there's just going to be a group of people gathering around. They're going to stand around for a few hours. Then they're going to buy some trinkets, and then they're going to leave. They're going to have one massive party, and maybe a couple of people will approach the gate to take pictures, and that's it.
What's going to happen is they're going to go to the gate. They're going to hear a gun go off. They're all going to soil themselves and go home to their mommies and daddies. That's what's going to happen. That's the truth. They're not invading anything. Did you see these people?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's like this is the greatest thing for their parents because they don't have to deal with them for a few months. You know? I mean, the best news that their parents can have is something happens to them there. You know, they come home and an alien just kicks the crap out of them. That would be the funniest thing. A little alien with a light bulb head beats the crap out of some punk.
Or just some guy in an alien outfit just beating the crap out of somebody.
That's what I would do. I would drop all these people in, like, you know, at night with helicopters and put them in these outfits, you know.
Freak everybody out.
Yeah, and I would put, like, poisonous snakes in there, too.
Reverend Bob Levy in the studio. He's actually here doing gigs again.
Yeah.
He's here at Funky Mermaid tonight, and then Saturday, Todd Herendeen Theater, which I finally gotten the name of that theater right because I screw it up every single time. But you are here, and it's great to see you doing stand-up because a few years ago, you were in a really bad car accident where you were out of commission for a while, and I was actually really worried about you. I'm like, I hope Bob's going to be all right, but you seem to be doing okay.
Well, thanks for looking at me and saying okay.
Well, I mean,
but I mean, I think I look a little better than okay. But it's early in the morning, you know what I mean?
Well, I read that you're still in pain a lot from there, and that's what I read.
I have to get a neck operation.
Yeah.
You know, I got hit by a drunk driver. I mean, the odds of that after me drinking like that for so many years.
Right.
It's like Artie Lang getting hit by his heroin dealer. Right. It makes no sense to any. And you know, it's like. You get angry for a while, but then you're like, you know, you got to deal with stuff. And it happens to a lot of people. And you're in a bad position for a long time. And, you know, you had to basically learn how to walk normal again, be on stage normal again. Yeah. But it's great. Like, it looks like it's like a new life now, it seems to me.
I saw that, speaking of Artie Lang, he and Colin Quinn and a few other comics, they actually got together and did a benefit for you to help raise money for everything. I mean, that just
amazing.
shows.
They're just great people, you know, and it's like Artie's out of rehab now. He's doing great.
He looks fantastic.
He does.
He looks like he dropped like 100 pounds.
Yeah, and he just looks good, you know. He's finally out of it, you know, and he's not going to go back because if you go back, you go to jail. There's no other thing, and he's going to come back bigger than ever. There's no doubt. He's such a talented and great guy.
Well, my man, I've personally listened to you for years, ever since the days where you were a regular on the Howard Stern show, and up to the point where he gave you your own show.
Yeah, that was great.
At one point, I mean, so I've been listening to you forever, and it's with you being out. You know, you were out of the stand-up for like 8 months or so, right? That's what you told me.
Yeah.
But, you know, the climate has really changed for stand-up comics. It's almost like you can't be a stand-up comedian anymore. The reason they gave you the moniker, the Reverend Bob Levy, Jackie Martling gave that to you, was because you were such a filthy comic that he just gave you the name The Reverend.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a charming, filthy person.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you
That's
are.
the whole thing. It's like, You go out there, you do a show, you just gotta be good. You can do anything you want still, just do it right, you know what I mean? So if anybody complains, I don't care if you complain. What are you gonna take from me, my limp? You know what I mean? I get nothing, you know what I mean? I damaged 2 parts of my brain in the back. One's from memory, and I forgot what the other one was, he told me. You know, but I don't know, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna bother me anymore. You come to the show, you're gonna have a great time. If you wanna cry like a little girl, a little bitch, then you can come to the show too. You can cry, you know what I mean? I don't care. That's your life that you live. It's not the one I live.
So you haven't really changed your set at all, or the way you do comedy, because of people who are really easily offended nowadays?
I don't care. It doesn't affect me. It affects them. That's their problem. It's not my problem. And I will never change and be something I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I